Patrick McNeil back here with you at the intermission. It's time now for part 2 of 10 questions with Eagles forward Matt MacDonald. Matt, what is your favorite pregame meal?
I actually switch it up every game. I'm not one of those guys that sticks to a routine for pregame meal. I'd have to say it's pretty much a tie. One of them I just started to implement this year, but it's salmon and rice. And then the other one would have to be kind of like a chicken Alfredo.
If you could become an expert in something not related to hockey, what would it be?
Music. I used to play piano as a kid, and I've been trying to learn the guitar lately. I've been having some trouble with it, but if I had to say being an expert in something would definitely be music. I'd love to be a musician.
Have you had any chats with Sean LaRochelle? I know he plays the guitar.
We've actually hung out a couple times, and he's been showing me a couple tricks.
We might have the formations of a band are slowly coming together here with the Eagles. Playing the piano might qualify, but we'll see if he can come up with anything else. What's something about yourself people would not expect from a hockey player?
Piano's one of them, but actually I used to play the violin.
Oh, okay.
I played the violin in grade 4. Funny story, we were doing a concert for the school. It was all the grade 4s. It's like the year that you can join violin. And I actually got stage fright and couldn't go up, and I ended up quitting on the spot.
Now, when you think about that, do you find it ironic that you weren't able to play a violin in front of people and now you play hockey in front of thousands of people?
Yeah, it's a little bit different.
I guess if you're playing the violin, all eyes are on you. You can't hide behind anybody else. Yeah, if you can play that and working on the guitar, you might be your own band soon enough. Has Matt MacDonald ever seen a rotary phone, or does he know what that is?
I have, yeah. I've gone to the museum there. What's it called?
Alexander Graham Bell?
Alexander Graham Bell, yeah. There's one there. And actually, in my grandparents' old home, there was still one. It actually did work, so it was pretty cool.
Has Matt MacDonald ever been to an NHL game? And if you have, what can you tell me about your first game that you went to?
This is another good story. So
got a lot of good stories.
My first NHL game, we went to Ottawa to watch Crosby and the Penguins play the Senators. So my dad's a big fan of both teams. If you had to pick one, it'd actually be the Senators. So we got to go, and we went with my dad's work partner and their family as well. I don't know how old I was or anything like that, but all I know is that halfway through the game, my brother and I snuggled up next to each other, and we actually fell asleep watching the game, and we got on the big screen. People were laughing at us, and it woke us up because we were sound asleep.
Was there any video? Was that part shown on TV?
I'm not too sure. There definitely was, but it was a while ago.
Would you rather spend a weekend at a mansion in the suburbs or a weekend at a cabin in the woods?
I'd have to go with weekend in a cabin in the woods. That'd be a pretty cool experience. I love being outdoors and all that, around a campfire, so that'd definitely be my number one choice.
What is your favorite video game?
Definitely has to be just the NHL series. I find I spend the most time on there when I'm playing video games, just because it's something I can relate to.
Do you ever play as the Eagles in those games?
Yeah, I do. I like to fool around with that. Give myself some awesome power play minutes in first line situations. So
why not? What is your earliest memory of watching hockey, be it in person or on TV, any level of hockey?
Watching a game, it would definitely be like a Mooseheads game or something like that, just because hometown, the crowd and the atmosphere is kind of what got me into hockey, kind of what brought the love to the sport for me.
I feel like Major Junior actually helped a lot more guys take up the game because they saw teenagers playing at a high level, and I think that inspired a lot of people. So, other than yourself, which Eagle do you think would be most likely to become a successful music star?
Sean LaRochelle's pretty good at the guitar. He's a little nervous to play in front of people, but once he loosens up, he's pretty good at it. It's definitely nice to listen to. Any music in front of you is always sounding better than it might actually be just because you're just so into it. I think he'd have a good shot.
I think he's got a good personality, too. I think if he was doing interviews and stuff, touring for a record, I think people would take very well to him, so that helps, too. I know you're lucky that you get to wear number 17. I'm pretty sure that is your favorite number, but if you had to wear a number other than that, which number would you wear with the Eagles?
I was actually talking about this to a couple of the boys on the team. I'd wear 47. I don't know where it came from, but I just started using it a couple years ago in one of the NHL games just as my character, and it was just a random number that I picked, and it caught my eye.
That's good. It's not a super common number either, so there you go.
Not at all.
Thanks for letting us get to know you a bit more, Matt. Best of luck the rest of the season.
Thank you, Pat.
That's Eagles forward Matt MacDonald joining us at the intermission. You're listening to Uniglass Plus, Cape Breton Eagles Hockey, 1270 CJCB.